So I don't think that is a valid argument
Hmm.
because if you really understand stock to flow, he's creating a valuation based on scarcity, right? It's
Hmm.
like, and he defines scarcity as the limit of stock to how much of that is coming in. And then he can compare it to gold, silver, and whatnot. And Bitcoin has its own stock to flow. As each halvening happens, it gets more and more scarce. And he can show that these networks or assets all follow a continuum that's very predictable based on how scarce they are. And so it's a supply side equation that does gives you an what's nice is it gives you an absolute valuation, right? It gives you absolute like a lot of stuff doesn't. It just says we're going up or down. Like a lot of stuff I do is we're going up or down. Um, and when you start to introduce demand side to it's not stock to flow. You can't say this is a broken model because it's a supply side valuation model. When they're saying, well, there's going to be tapering and whatnot, and there's going to be less money to go into it. It's not the point of stock to flow. It's absolute scarcity and how historically we've valued things through human behavior. And if we print more money, then like that'll affect the stock to flow valuations of gold and silver and then Bitcoin. So that raises itself. I would say like I don't know if stock Plan B is doing that, but once you double the supply of US dollars, then you've really got to recalibrate stock to flow valuation of gold because it's just gone up and everything else goes up. But it doesn't invalidate the model. I think it's a pretty safe model in terms of what it claims to do. And it never gives you a price target that's exact because we've seen huge overshoots, but pretty much falls back onto that line. So yeah, I don't think that argument's valid from Hyobi.
And listen to that, Huobi. Willy Woo said your argument's not valid.
Yeah, I haven't read the article, but if it's just they're saying there's not enough money to go into it, so it's going to not make it. Maybe they're saying that price prediction won't be hit. Maybe they're not saying that this model is broken. They might say that that we won't hit that price, but that's fine because it doesn't break
Yeah.
the model. It just means
No,
that well, we're close enough. It swings either side, and eventually it might iron out another way
I
with due,
know.
you know.
It
It's
was following it so closely. It was freaky how close it was following it.
a.